Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Ronka and I create content on travel, career, and godly living. If that sounds like your sort of thing, please make sure that you subscribe to my channel so you don't miss any of the good stuff. So over the last couple of years, I've been working really hard to guard my heart and mind. It's something I would say has been a long journey, but was heightened especially during the pandemic. You know, for a lot of people, I think just being indoors, not necessarily having human interaction, and just really just what was going on in the world at the time. And of course, there's always stuff going on in the world. There's stuff going on in the world now. But just with all of that which was going on, it was so easy to start feeling weighted down. And so for me, it got to a point where I felt like, you know, I need regular optimism and positivity in my life. You know, having it every once in a while is great, but I need this to be regular. Now, the truth is, it hasn't been easy doing that, but with consistent and deliberate effort, I find that things have gotten better. So here's some of the things that I've been using over the past couple of years to guard my heart and mind. The first thing is just to be intentional. You know, I am super particular about what I watch, what I hear, what I see. Like, I really try my best to literally guard it, right? Like, guard what I see. I don't watch horror movies. I don't watch thrillers. Like, you're just not going to find me watching certain content. Like, it's not going to happen. Now, the interesting thing about this is that when I was younger, probably up until like sometime in high school, my favorite movie genre were horror movies. But after a while, I started to realize the impact that it had on me and the irrational fears that it was kind of giving me. And so I just knew I had to stop. So for me, of course, I had to stop watching it, but then I needed to now start replacing it with other content that was a little bit more lighthearted and that was not meant to be fear-inducing. I love music. I can sing. I'm in a choir. And so for me, I would say I'm someone that like music really is like special to. But I also realized that certain songs just weren't doing it for me. Now, I don't know how many of y'all can relate, but back when I was in middle school and high school, there were certain songs that if they played it at, let's say, a school dance, a game, or some sort of other function, it was like it increased the possibility of there being a fight. And so we already know that there's a way that music can really get us angry or get us sad. You know, music really knows how to key into your emotions. So for me, I like to listen to music that's uplifting, that's encouraging, like worship music, music that will keep me in a positive and uplifted mood, even when I feel down. And so for me personally, I really like to limit the music that I listen to music that's uplifting and positive, music that basically will encourage me, even if I am feeling discouraged. Another thing that's been really important for me is understanding my particular personality. You know, everyone might seem like they're okay watching certain comedy shows, but maybe to you, you realize that every time you watch it, it impacts you a certain way. That is your opportunity to take a pause and understand your specific self and how things impact you. For me, once again, there are specific things that other people may watch, other people may listen to that I just know I can't. And it's fine. The key thing with that is that when you are exposed to content that you personally feel you should not be consuming, you keep those guidelines in place for yourself. You can't expect other people to do it for you, and you also shouldn't expect other people to follow those same guidelines if they have not come to a similar revelation or realization on their own. And so for me, another thing that I really like to do is to just make sure that I'm starting my day right. Before I got married, I used to not talk to anybody in the morning. Like, if you want to talk to me in the morning, it better be for a good reason. But I would not talk to anyone. I would just play music just to get my mind right for everything that the day could potentially bring. Since I've, of course, gotten married and have a child, that changes, okay? Because whether I like it or not, I'm speaking in the morning. And so I find other ways to be intentional. I still, you know, play music or might play some sermons or different things that I can listen to in the background that help me kind of set the tone for my day. And then I'm also just kind of mindful about certain conversations or discussions that I'm having in the morning. So once again, I really like to be mindful about what I'm listening to, what I'm seeing, but also what I'm talking about to make sure that I have a good start to my morning. And finally, when you find yourself in a situation where you really are trying your best to guard yourself, but some things are still getting through or still impacting you more than you would like, I honestly feel like the best thing at that point is really to pray about it. You know, personally for me, I have a lot of things in place that I try to do to limit exposure to things that I'm trying to avoid, but it still happens, right? You go out in public, you hear something, you're watching TV, something pops up, right? So for me, when I'm exposed to content that I'm really trying to avoid, those are the things that I just turn around and pray about. There's so much content out there for you to consume, and so it's important that you're committed to winning the battle over your mind. I hope this video was helpful in providing some tips. Please make sure to like this video, share with others, and subscribe to my channel for more travel, career, and godly living content. See you in the next video.